GSOR the tank. This tier 9 medium tank with festive cheers to this style is now yours. Oh, thank you very much. And it also has 3D attachments. What is this? Oh, this is the apparently they start to give tier 9s every year. So this is gonna be the replacement for the Patton the tank. New trophy achieved. Nice. What is this? Well, it looks like Centurion hull with, by the looks of it, the GSOR autoloader tier 8 premium turret stake on top. Right, let's compare the two to the pattern to see whether this one is better than the last tier. And well, let's do this. Well, I have so many tier 9s. Actually, those are tier 8s. Tier 9s. Let's add the comparison. And my next tank of choice is gonna be this one. Well, this one has the equipment, so we're not gonna compare it to. Right. Is this gonna be another pile of trash? Let's have a look. That it was USA. And right. What is it? Pattern the tank. There you go. Add. Right. So you can see it has. Does it have the Centurion gun? With 268 APCR and HE, yeah, it does have hash, which means you have a really nice gun by default, but you don't really have the highest penetrations, yet you're a medium tank, so you have to follow the pattern of flanking your enemies and getting their sides. Right, still on your AP rounds, on your APCR rounds, on standard rounds, you still have 26 millimeters better penetration than the pattern, which is very nice considering mostly of the players are gonna play it, I don't know, stock. It is a gift, so people that don't have the premium count or the premium tanks, they are not gonna earn the credits to fire gold. So GSOR tank is much better user friendly than Pattern the tank. You have a tiny touch better, or actually no, you don't have better gun reload. The pattern, actually no, because the pattern it's fully updated. That's why. Yes, my bad. Right, let's remove it and let's make it stock. I don't know why it was selecting as it was in my garage and without camo. Right, now we are talking. So, as I said, 390 alpha damage versus the 400. Obviously, you're not gonna deal as much damage as Pattern tank, but it's still the same damage output. It's not something that huge of a difference. But somehow, why is it still shows as configured? No, I wanna put it stock. It doesn't tell me to put it back to stock. Why is that? Oh gosh, this is not very good, is it? Right, reset. Oh no, that was... I forgot how to use those things in the garage. Top configuration, that's fine. Select group perks. Nothing. Okay, good. And apply. This should be the stock value, isn't it? Yeah, now it should be fully stock. There we go. So, right, for the 4th time or the 5th time, the GSOR tank has a tiny touch worse DPM by the looks of it than the pattern, but it's not gonna be an issue, considering you have much better firepower. Turret traverse, you have 1 degree more of gun depression, which means it's gonna be fairly flexible on reach line. And by the looks of it, you don't have that big of a cupola. We're gonna take a look in a moment to see. Yet you have half of the gun elevation that you do on the pattern, but obviously you're not gonna fire at airplanes, you're gonna fire at tanks, so it's not an issue. Same aim time, better accuracy by quite a margin than the pattern, which is very good news, and obviously 105 less DPM, not an issue. Hull armor, it is worse than the pattern, but obviously the pattern never managed to bounce anything, so it is still paper. 1700 hit points, it is very, very nice. And by the looks of it, you are tiny touch quicker in terms of specific power to weight ratio, but the ground resistances are fairly bad, so the tanks are pretty much equally fast on a straight line, on asphalt, on soft terrain, and all of that. You have 40 km/h top speed, which means you pretty much want to use a turbo, and the skill that gives you 1 km/h faster. Top speed, the traverse speed is equally the same, but you have twice as good camo and you also have 10 degrees of 10 meters more view range on the British counterpart. In terms of the design, I kind of like this one more compared to the pattern, and oh yeah, it is much more stealthier. And you don't have the cupola, and the gun is fairly high up. You have 152 on the turret, which means you can occasionally bounce some tier 8s, but not that often. Keep in mind that you are a tier 9 medium tank, a British one, which means you don't have the most armor. You are a support vehicle. You're actually a versatile medium tank, which means you get power to weight ratio as your yes, you do get horsepower as your field mods. What do you think about it? Well, I really like the idea that World of Tanks are giving us some tanks to. Oh, you cannot sell it. I was thinking like, imagine selling it for like 3.5 million. That would be very nice for mostly of the people. I was thinking that with the tank costs like 100 credits or 3.5 million, but apparently only premium tanks and bond vehicles are this expensive, which is a bit sad, but it is what it is. It will be very nice to sell it for 3 million because probably it's gonna rot in most players' garages like the pattern, but generally I think this is a much better reward. And back to my point where I was saying, is it nice that Wargaming are giving us some tier 9s for Christmas? Well, kind of like that, but the issue is that tier 9 is gonna break the matchmaking for a bit, considering mostly of the players that are enjoying low tier gameplay are gonna jump into this and gonna jump into the matchmaking with their probably 45-46%, but it's gonna be, I think that it only lasts for probably 2 to 3 weeks. So if you really want to mark things, like I don't know, let's say you want to mark the pattern now, to put that 3 mark on it, now is the best perfect time to do it, just because there are gonna be so many unexperienced players playing this around this time of the year. So this was the little review on the GSOR tank, a free tier 9. It's not a premium tank, so it's gonna make credit. It's gonna be training your crew for it pretty much by 50%, and that's all I can say. And it won't make bonds, will it? Bond limit, yeah, it won't make bonds either. But as I said, it's a really nice addition, and I'm looking forward to play this vehicle and make a review on it. This was Sorin. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you legends around. Bye bye.